Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and Johnny might finally get justice because the jury just heard the audio tapes. Oh, I want to play the audio tapes that Amber had to react to in front of the jury. If you haven't been following this case as closely as we have, we knew about these tapes. You can go hear the whole tapes in their entirety. That is what turned me to become Team Johnny Depp, not being a stan of Johnny Depp. It was hearing Amber Heard herself, the actual monster of this relationship, berate and admit to things that she's saying Johnny did to her. And you'd think on these audio tapes, if Johnny was this monster, you'd be saying it to his face on the audio, but she never does. And the Johnny's team as lawyers finally played 3 clips, which we're going to play in their entirety. I apologize, the beginning, the audio, this is the courtroom feed. It was hard to hear, but here it is. Now, clip 1.
I'm telling you, if you lost memory last night of kicking me out the door with the fucker hitting me,
again,
and your memory is gone from you kicking the bathroom door and hitting me in the skull as I was bent down.
I am
Wait,
sorry.
if you have those memory fucking divots.
I was upset. There was a lot going on, and I was on an Ambien. Like, why are you obsessing over the fact that I can't remember it the way you remembered it? I said I was sorry. I didn't deny it.
I'm not talking about that. What I want.
She admitted she was on an Ambien as well. Oh, I thought Johnny had the problem, Amber. Oh, here comes clip number 2. It starts at 14:55, any second now. But man, this must not be fun for Amber to have to sit there knowing that the jury is listening. We were worried if the jury was going to hear these, but thankfully they are. Here comes clip number 2.
It's not to get you mad. It's just to get out of a bad situation while it's happening before it gets worse. In Australia, when we had the big fight where I lost the tip of my finger, at least 5 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms I went to.
To avoid talking to me, to
To
avoid
escape
working it out. That's
to
the
escape
problem.
the fight.
You don't escape the fight. You escape the solution.
No.
You escape the solution.
No.
You escape figuring it out. We cannot work it out if you run away to the bathroom every time.
Listen to me. Listen to me. A boxer can't go 12 rounds without a fucking minute break.
I'm not giving you a minute break. You do it at minute 3 at the beginning of an argument.
No. There are rounds, man. And when it gets too fucking hairy, the ref splits them apart or whatever. But all I'm saying is, you can't have a solution if the argument just keeps mounting and mounting and mounting and mounting. I fucking go into the bathroom and sit on the floor. Bam, 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 here you come. I come out. Fight, crazy, escalated. I go split again, I go to another fucking bathroom or a bedroom or something. Knock, 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 bang, bang, bang. You kept coming to get me.
This was incredible because Johnny's testimony prior to this set all this up for the jury to hear. He talked about how they had to rent specific rooms for him to stay in because she wouldn't let him stop the argument. She constantly wanted to bicker with him. She constantly wanted to fight and escalate it. And given his relationship with his mother, his father, how his mother did the same thing to his dad, his reactions is to retreat. But Amber won't allow him to retreat. This is something that happens throughout the full testimony of Johnny's, which is we're going to break down more today after our after show. Make sure you check all of our coverage here. But this is where it gets the most damning. Here it is, 417, where Amber admits she's the one. She's the one, guys.
I'm not the one who fucking throws fucking pots and
That's different. That's different.
fucking else at me.
That's different. That's one does not negate the other. That's irrelevant. It's a complete non sequitur. Just because I've thrown pots and pans does not mean that you come and knock on the door. Just because there are vases does not mean that you come and knock on the door.
Really, I should just let you throw.
I'm not saying that. You're saying that. You're putting words in my mouth and then making non sequiturs.
I'm giving you a situation.
No, you're trying to justify how you don't or do come to the door
No,
based on whether I throw pots and pans. It's irrelevant.
I'm justifying how you seem to think that there's this cowardice in me that runs away and I don't fight for you.
And you're justifying that by saying I throw pots and pans? Okay, cool. Let's talk about everything you do wrong.
I'm not the one who...
She admitted it. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? She admitted it, guys. What's so telling about this audio tape, if you listen to it its entirety, is you really get a sense of Amber Heard, who she is, and Johnny, who's been so calm and collected and takes his time with his words, pauses. He does say things. He thinks. He's very smart, but he's very slow in the way he speaks and reacts. He wants to think things through. Amber's just not that way. I need to talk right now. You got to give me this thing. Those, you can just tell. You could just tell by listening to them that obviously this was not a relationship that was meant to be. But when you listen to how she twists his words and everything against how it's me, me, me. Why are you running away from me? Why are you running away from me? Dude, girl, give him some space. He doesn't want to talk about it right now. You've been talking about it for hours. We have testimony from his own bodyguard who had to, it was Isaac who was catching some of this and hung up the phone on her because as a witness, he was like, oh my God, enough. At some point, sorry, I don't think you guys could see me. At some point, you guys got to let it go. And so all of this is just so telling as you hear this audio. It changed everything for me. It changed everything for me. And we were worried, would this audio actually come into play during this trial? They haven't played a lot of audio tapes. They didn't play the Dr. Kipper tape where Dr. Kipper and the nurse, you can hear Amber in the background. Why'd I do this? I'm doing it. All the guilt. And even Kipper acknowledging that she felt the guilt. These audio tapes are the key. And I think when the jury hears it, it's going to open their eyes to what really happened, because when you hear these two together actually speaking, it's a whole nother story. And I got to be honest, after hearing Johnny Depp's testimony today, and we're going to give you a lot more breakdowns, including how the finger came off and more. I've been clipping all day. We got so much to break down for you. It is just, it's heavy, man. It's a lot of emotional testimony here, and it's going to be hard for Amber to come back and combat this. Personally, I don't know how she's going to sway any jurors. It'll be very interesting to hear how she tells these same stories. But at the end of the day, she can't change the fact that the audio tapes are what they are. And Johnny even made a point of introducing why they made these audio tapes, because she would change her story. She would say nasty things when he would call them out. She would say, I never said that. So he, with her permission, recorded the phone calls. And then Amber started doing it too, but Johnny acknowledged she started doing it without his permission. And he was like, it was kind of cool, but not cool at the same time. And we know Amber was constantly trying to film and catch him in a moment of anger, which they did catch, where he throws a glass when he finds out that his accountants and his manager stole, what was it, $500 million or something insane, which you can look up that headline too. That happened. And then he catches her filming him. Oh, you're filming me. He grabs the laptop and gets all upset. This woman is conniving. This woman's sneaky. This woman's a liar. This woman is a narcissist. I really do believe it. We've had a lot of experts break that down too. And she is the instigator. She's the aggressor. Even the doctors have admitted this. It's so hard to hear all this and not see, come on, you were the victim here, Amber? It comes down to the op-ed. I was a victim of DA, right? DV, I was, because of this relationship. I had to get the restraining order, etc. Dude, he needed the restraining order. So your op-ed is false. When you became the face wrongfully and falsely, you don't get to be a hero on that. So I hope the jury can really see through all this and understand what's going on here, because Johnny Depp is innocent. These tapes proved it. I'm so glad the jury got to hear him. What do you think? Tell us down below. We got so much more coverage. Please make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell for all alerts, or go back to the library to catch some of the witnesses you missed. It's going to rock your mind. Appreciate you guys watching. We got more testimony to watch. We'll be here with our after show after every trial day around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can always catch the replays whenever you like. Thanks for watching, everybody. Justice for Johnny Depp.